Hello, so what we're doing here is that we're going to be continuing on from where we left off in our first tutorial. So our first tutorial was how to create a rough cut. This tutorial is going to be how to move on from the rough cut and have our first edit of our footage. So we can see here that we left off with our MP4 file. You can choose whatever file format you wish. That is our rough cut right here. As I said before, it's not a raw cut, it's a rough cut. So let's go back into Adobe Premiere, and I'm going to go here, I'm going to go to File, and I'm going to say this here is going to be Edit 1, and I'm going to save it. So I've done this before, replace it. So there we go. So I'm going to now remove all these. So I'm just going to select these files, press delete, and I'm going to go move back in the timeline. I'm going to delete all of these bits of footage here. Okay, so let's start off with our first video, and it's this one here. So we are in our production bin or our media bin right now. We call it a bin because back in the days when we did actual film footage, we used to put it into this fire-safe bin so that the film footage, if it went up in flames, it wouldn't burn down the studio. So let's double click on this, and we have here our video cut in, cut out. So it's called marking in and marking out. So let's go across here. So this here is our timeline, and this blue thing here is our playhead. So I can go over here to where I want to mark out. Let's say a little bit further in this way, and I'm going to mark out. This is where we have cropped our footage, so it doesn't play this part of the footage. I now move my head across this way to where I want to start. So maybe let's say to here to make my video footage a little bit quicker. And I'm going to mark in. So I've cropped all this out and I've just got this footage here. Now what I do is I move this footage into our timeline like that. Let's play it. So there we go. That is the first one there edited. So I'm going to do the same thing now. I'm going to double click on this next bit of footage. Let's move the playhead. So I want to bring in my yellow. So my yellow is just there, here. And I'm going to mark in, and then I go across here, and I'm going to maybe just finish it off here. Mark out. I now move this down to my timeline. Now remember that I like to alternate on the timeline. And I'm going to now do the same thing here. Double click, and let's see where our footage is. So maybe I might start here, for example, mark in, and then I might mark out here. I now drag my footage across and place it in there. I do the same thing here now to this next one, which is going to be zooming in from here. And I might stop there. So I can even just do a basic mark out and don't have to mark in. I'm going to move this footage over here now. Let's give this a go. I'm going to move the playhead across, and let's now play it. So I'm in the timeline, I've moved my playhead back here, and I now press the space bar. There we go. And that is all for this one now. Thank you. Bye.